All right, I hope you guys can hear me, but just stopped by at the school, pick up some gear, got the motorcycle helmet on, gonna go to my buddy's school in Fairfield to get a training session in. Super last minute, but this is gonna be the longest drive I've ever done on my motorcycle, so pretty excited. Looks like 50 minutes from here to there, so yeah, let's get there. All right, so it's the next day now. Last video clip you saw was me heading from Napa to Fairfield to train at my buddy's school, Mr. Garcia's school, and I made the drive there fine. I know it's gonna be a long drive, like I said, and I made it there fine. And the cool thing about having the motorcycles, you can zip in between all the cars, which is great. You know, cut my time in half. Bad thing, hurt myself. So I threw an axe kick with my front leg and I got stuck on his shoulder, and I just twisted to my left, and I had tape wrapped around my foot because I didn't want to, I had a little cut in the bottom of my foot. I didn't want it to get worse, so I had it wrapped, and when I turned, I think that the tape got gripped onto the mat and my knee turned, but my ankle stayed there. So essentially it's like this, my foot stayed there, my knee turned like that, and I felt immediate pop. Almost like, I think it was 2 pops, pop. And then like a small, a little pain, and then I was like, that's it, I'm done. I was trying to kind of pick my knee up, and it was hurting to lift it. So, I was really worried. I never felt that before in my life. And then I was actually worried about the drive back, so I rode back the motorcycle like that. As soon as I got back, I made an appointment. So right now I'm on my way to Kaiser to get my knee checked out and to see if I can get some x-rays and wait for the doctor to come. He said there's one person ahead of me, so yeah, we'll see. Kind of nervous. Wasn't nervous before, but I'm kind of nervous now. I feel like this constant pain, like right here, kind of here too. So we'll see what happens. So I just got done with the doctor, and not the best news in the world. He says it looks like I tore my MCL, so that's the inside of the knee, ligament in the knee, and I have to go get an x-ray right now, and then they're going to contact me about an MRI sometime soon, hopefully. So I'll take the day off of work today. He's going to give me a note and a brace. So I asked him if he thought it was a slight tear. He says he thinks that I tore it pretty good. So yeah, we'll see. So we'll see what, I guess, then my next step is from here. But I'm gonna go get an x-ray and then wait for the call for the MRI, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll see. All right, now I went back, got my x-ray, called work, let them know the situation. It is what it is. I researched a pretty good amount about the MCL, and luckily what the doctor had said originally was normally what happens when people tear their MCL, they usually slightly tear their ACL or tear their ACL also, but it looks like I don't have that at all. So it looks like it's just the MCL from what he sees without the MRI scan. So it's looking like a 4 to 6 week recovery, which isn't bad. And then they said that most MCLs don't require surgery, which is good. So fingers crossed that I don't need surgery and that it'll be a fast recovery time. But regardless of what it is, I'll vlog it. I'll make a series of it, But honestly, when it first happened, I thought that's it. No more sparring for me, no more competing for me at all. I'm done. And I don't know. I think just negativity took over, and disappointment. I think. I told my wife, and she's like, "Why?" And I was like, "I think it's just my body telling me that that's it." But I think it has to do with a lot of different things. With the fact that I haven't really been training at all. Also, the fact that I'm weighing a lot more than I normally weigh. The fact that I taped my foot up and that prevented me from pivoting on it, which is why my foot stayed and my knee turned. Normally my foot would have pivoted with my knee and it would have been just fine, but I think it was just a lot of things. It was like just the perfect storm, and that's what happened. So all right, so I'm getting into town now. I went to work last night, which sucked. I felt fine. My knee was feeling pretty decent when I went, so I thought everything was gonna be cool. And I thought, oh, you know, maybe it's just like a small tear or something in the MCL, because it didn't seem like it was hurting very much. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I haven't really put a lot of pressure on it for a long period of time. And literally like 3 hours into my shift, my freaking knee was throbbing, like it was hurting. So I had to take off the brace to kind of just let my knee kind of relax for a second. But it was hard, man. It was a tough day at work, man. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I just got done with my MRI, and they said I should get results within 2 days, or in 2 days. And that would make it Monday. So hopefully I get some results by Monday. First thing in the morning would be awesome if I could. And we'll see what the next step is. And we'll see what the final verdict on what I have is. I'm really hoping it's like a slight minor tear just on the MCL. It's crazy because as soon as it happened, like I was immediately on negative mode. I was immediately thinking like, I think if something happens to you like that, something happens to you big, you're gonna have like two responses. You're either gonna be super like negative and depressed, or you're gonna be like, all right, so what do we do next? And I feel like that's what I always tend to go to. I always tend to go to that negative side first, and that's what I did. Immediately it happened, and like I got home and I was like, you know what? I kept apologizing to Gloria, telling her I'm sorry. She's like, what are you sorry for? And it just, and I don't know. It just in my mind is just, I don't know, me thinking, negatively, and me saying, you know what, I'm not gonna fight no more. This is it. I'm not training anymore. That's it. Even though I love to do that, and after I let it soak in, usually I'm more positive and saying, okay, let's figure out what comes next. Let's figure out what the next step is. And I still want to compete, and so no matter what happens, my goal, I want to compete. I would love to compete at the US Open next year. So probably the end of January, early February. But I think what this was my body telling me that, even though I felt like I wasn't going hard, and I wasn't going hard, I feel like even that was too hard for the condition my body is right now. I'm heavy. I haven't worked out in the longest time. So I think that I need to start from the ground up, really, and just get into better shape and get lighter and get stronger. And then I'll be able to be happier and healthier for longer, hopefully forever. So yeah, we'll see. So we'll see what the results come up with. And I'm on my way to go home right now and hang out with the kids and Gloria and see what's going on over there. Check it out. Oh, Delilah. Hi, mamas. Don't lick my short. Who's that? Who's that pretty baby? Who's that pretty baby? Who's that pretty baby? Alright, so I'm just getting off of work right now. It's been a whole week and 2 days, so this vlog has been the longest ever, but results came in. I had a grade 2 tear in my MCL, which we knew, and it's not going to require surgery, which is great. So 4 to 6 week recovery time. I get to wear this guy, and physical therapy. So I'm looking at beginning of December, hopefully getting back to kicking, and I have US Open on my eyes, end of January, early February. So that's where we're at. So I'm gonna end this vlog, even though it's been going on for about a week and a half almost, and then we'll start another one next week. Tattoo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.